something that's been brewing on Twitter for a couple weeks
I've noticed
now.
that too. Yeah.
To be, to give credit to the sort of the sleuths on X, not Twitter, X, who's first sussed this out, because for a long time, so what is Polymarket? It is a predictions market that you can bet on with crypto. It's not available theoretically to U.S. investors. Now, there's a lot of people think there are people finding workarounds in the U.S. to get some bets on there, but we'll leave that aside. But for a long time, it looked a lot like the polls. Kamala was a little bit ahead, or maybe they were neck and neck. And then about 2 weeks ago, Trump really started widening out his lead to the point where it's about 60-40 now. So what does that mean? It's basically based on the dollar amount of bets on each candidate to win. So that's one really important distinction to make about this. It doesn't mean 60% of people betting are betting one way. It means 60% of the dollars being bet are going towards Trump.
Such a good distinction.
Yeah, it really is. And, this is a story that haunts us every election. I remember writing about this in 2016 with the British bookmakers, a similar phenomenon.
Yeah, Paddy Power.
Yeah, with Brexit and the election then.
So is it an indication of anything? And I also want to know who's typically making these bets. Do we know anything about the demographics of it?
So we don't. They're all anonymous accounts, right? But you can kind of make some assumptions. This is a crypto market, so the assumption is that it's mostly men. Again, they're mostly, if not entirely, overseas.
Yeah.
And you look at the two positions each candidate is staked out on crypto. Trump is a full-throated cheerleader of the industry now.
Even got his own crypto.
He's even got his own.
He's got his own something. I don't want to call it crypto.
Yeah. So what happened is, as those Trump probabilities started getting higher and higher, some of those real crypto heads on Twitter started examining trade by trade, and they realized, and this is what the Journal wrote about today, wait a minute, there's some big whales in this market. There's something like 4 accounts that have bets in recent weeks, something like 35 million as of today on Trump.
And there's this thing that ties them together, right? They're all getting money from Kraken.
Right.
Yeah, according to the Journal, which is a U.S. exchange, which does raise some more questions. Now, there's a lot of sort of internet sleuthing going on about these 4 accounts, thinking that they may be all the same person, basically.
Interesting.